Hey, Evan, Travis here. Right at the very end, we're in the final match of IEM Katowice 2014 coverage presented by Toshiba with Alex Itch here. Alex, this is the first chance I've had to talk to Gambit, anyone from Gambit this weekend because you guys have been so busy. Take me through this event for you guys. I mean, you guys were doing well. Unfortunately, didn't make it. What do you think really prevented you guys from being here in the finals?
So I think we were not prepared enough due to LCS and some other circumstances. Though I think that we actually did fine. Like I think that all the teams coming here were in some kind of sloppy, and I don't think that any team here is in their top form. So we could get ourselves in after the first day and show really good performance. And I think that if we actually won the second game against KDB, we would have shot in the third game because of the moral boost. But I think that their strategies were better, and overall, like their playstyle and team players, like avoid team fight strategy is really good.
Now, almost a year ago, or around a year ago, I actually covered MLG Dallas, where you guys played against KTB as well. There, what do you think was different this time around playing against KTB? Like, did it feel similar? Is it so long that it didn't really matter, or do you guys remember, like, oh, a year ago we played these guys, this is how they played, you know?
I don't really remember what was there, but I only remember Insec and his plays. So overall, I think it's the same, that Insec is some kind of pain. And I don't know, like his Kazakh's plays, he's always somewhere behind you. You never expect, and this 2 seconds in this helps him a lot. I mean, I think that Insec is the first guy that is abusing it that hard and is playing that good. So, and in the second game, I think it was more about Kassadin, and overall, when we overwhelmed the Kassadin power, we lost our concentration and lost the game.
Now, we just watched the very first game of Fnatic KTB here in the finals. What did you think of that game? You know, obviously KTB won, but why do you think Fnatic lost?
So, I think that both teams are the similar play style. I really don't know. I don't like watching such games because it's the games. Both teams avoid the team fight play style, so they were not fighting each other most of the time. And when they met, I think, like, if KDB lost really hard early because of their dive top lane that didn't succeed, and then they snowballed really hard for Fnatic. So KDB were behind most of the game and were avoiding almost everything that Fnatic was doing. And I don't know. I feel that Kazakh's was really good, and he did a lot for the team. He was catching Speke a couple of times, and I think that Olaf was so far ahead of Sauce too. So it was really hard for them to kill, and I don't know, Sivir got fed too. So I would say that I like team comp of KTB much more, and I think that they did much better at executing their comp than Fnatic did. Though Fnatic played really good the game.
Now, you guys, Gambit, probably know more about Fnatic than most any other team. From what you know of Fnatic, what do you think their chances are of like learning from this first game, maybe coming back and maybe even winning the series?
Actually, I think that KTB will learn more from this, and I feel like I'm not sure. I think Fnatic will maybe ban something like Kazakh's, but actually watching Fnatic bans, I'm not sure what they can change. Because they obviously banned Renekton because they don't want to play against it, and I think Sauce is not confident in his Renekton. Or they want to first pick something else. They ban out Lulu as the first pick. That is really, really bad for them, and it hurts a lot. That means that they will ban it on second pick too, for sure. And I'm not sure if they ban or not Kassadin on the second pick. So overall, they got really not that much choices of the bans, and if they want to ban Kazakhs, then they will let something through, and that can hurt them even more.
Yeah, what do you do in these scenarios when there's like a million champions you want to ban? You know, even the commentators are like, well, they probably will ban Olaf next game or something like that. What do you do? Do you just try and build a comp to let them have something, or what's the strategy?
So, actually, I think that sometimes it's easier to, for example, throw 3 bans in someone particular, like into one player, because you can't like ban 5 or 6 champions, so it's easier to ban out one player, so he plays on something that he's not comfortable with, and then abuse this weakness.
Very good. Other than that, do you have any final thoughts on Gambit's performance here at IEM Katowice, or anything that you guys will learn from this and take back to the LCS?
So I really love the fans here, and overall I really like fans in Poland and France, I think especially. I don't know, because there are a lot of people coming here and they like to shout out to you and cheering for you. Yeah, there was like not the best moment when they booed the enemy team as KDB, but I know some fans do it sometimes, and we can only say to them that they shouldn't do it, but overall it's fans, and I think sometimes the same happens in football and somewhere else when, for example, some foreign team comes to your club and even fights happen there of the fans. So I hope that this won't happen to League of Legends. And I want to thank all our fans here, and I think that we will learn a lot from the teams like KDB and Fnatic about avoiding the team fights, and I think it's gonna help us in future. So thanks everyone for watching us, and thanks everyone for rooting for us, and thanks our sponsors.
Final thought, what do you think of Carmack?
I don't know, I feel like Carmack is a really awesome guy. I really love his interviews. I really love that he knows a lot of languages, and he's a really interesting person to speak with. So I can speak to him in Russian, in English, and maybe he will teach me German or Polish sometime. So overall, I really love the things he's doing, and I think that he's like perfect guy to be here. His interviews and his, for example, when the StarCraft ended, he just carried the StarCraft winner on his shoulders. So I think it is really awesome.
I think so too, except for, of course, whenever he bombs my interviews. Thank you so much, though, for the interview, Alex. I really appreciate it. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of IEM Katowice 2014 at ongamers.com.